cubes and cube root. So this video I'll explain from cubes and cube root topic, especially for class 8 students. So before going this, I'll show you one website here. You can see and you can see the link in description below also. So in this website you'll find out all the information which is related to the education from class 6 to 12th class, including all the subjects. At the same time, question wise chapters, question bank, or topic wise test papers, and many more are available. You can see the site also, and subscribe this channel in case if you did not do, because we'll upload only videos which are related to education and especially for children. Okay, so we'll start right topic now. Cube and cube root. So what is the cube? So when you come to number system, the cube of a number is that number is raised to the power 3. So if I take some number is x, now this number is raised to the power 3, so x to the power 3 is the cube of that particular number. So for example, the cube of 7, so that I can write 7 is raised to the power 3. So we need to multiply 7 3 times. So 7 into 7 into 7. So 7 7 the 49 and 49 7 the 343. So cube of the 7 is 343. So you can take fractions and decimal numbers. Anything is also same rule. So cube of 2 by 5. For example, cube of 2 by 5. So cube says a number is that number is raised to the power 3. So 2 by 5 whole to the power 3. So we can write this as 2 by 5 into 2 by 5 into 2 by 5. So if you multiply all the numerators and denominators, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, and 5 is the 25, and 25 is the 125. Now this is cube of 2 by 5. So you can take decimals also. I'll show you an example from decimals also. And cube of 0.3. So we can write 0.3 whole to the power 3. So 0.3 is 3 times we need to multiply. 0.3 into 0.3 into 0.3. So that is 0.027. So you are familiar, you know already about multiplications of decimals. And before that, before this cube and cube roots, you must know perfectly about square and square roots also. So the topic video also is, you can see right side, or you can see the links in description below. Class 8 maths. Now let us see perfect cube. So square root and square roots topic, if you know perfectly, this cube and cube root, to understand the concept is very easy. Fine. Now let me write what is perfect cube. So a natural number is said to be perfect cube if it is the cube of some natural number. So if it is cube of some natural number, then only we can say it as a perfect cube. So for example, so let me take one example here. So we have 1 cube is equals to 1, and 2 cube is 8, because 2 into 2 into 2, and we know 3 cube is equals to 27, and 4 cube, okay, 4 4 16, 16 4 the 64, and so on. So here each of this 1, 8, 27, 64, and so on, these are all the perfect cube. So 1 comma 8 comma 27 64 and so on. If you take 5 cube is 5 is 25, 25 5 is 125, 125. So these all are the perfect cubes. So these are the examples of perfect cube. So it is the cube of some natural number. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 are the natural numbers. So natural number cubes, only the perfect cubes. This 1, 8, 27, 64 and so on. Fine. This is about perfect cube. Now we'll see a cube root. Cube root. First let me explain about cube root. Next we'll see how to find out the cube root of any number by using some prime factorization method. So what cube root says? The cube root of a number x is that the number which when multiplied by itself 3 times gives x as the product. That means we denote the cube root of the number x by cube root of x. So this is 3 we can write and cube root of x. That means cube root of a number x is that number which when multiplied by itself 3 times then it gives x as the product. Okay, that is the actual definition. Otherwise, if we denote the cube root of x is cube root of x in this way. So cube root of x. Similarly, cube root of 125, cube root of 8. That means that number should be multiplied by 3 times and gives us x as the product. So since you can see example. For example, 5 into 5 into 5. Okay, this is a 125. So cube root of 125 is equals to 5. That is cube root of 125 is 5 we can say. Or else take one more number. For example, if we take some fractions 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. So this is 3 is a 9, 9 is a 27. 27 by 8. So what we can write, cube root of 27 by 8 is equals to 3 by 5. So that when the number is multiplied by itself 3 times gives that number as the product. There is nothing but cube. So these are the similar examples. So you can take one example with a decimal number. Okay, for example, trying one more. 0.6 into 0.6 into 0.6. So 3 times when I multiply, I'll get 0.216. So what we can write, cube root of 0.216 is equals to 0.6. So when the number is multiplied by 3 times itself, then only we can find out the cube root of its own. Fine, next we'll see the method of finding the cube root by using a prime factorization method. So we need to find out cube root of a given number by using the prime factorization method. So already you got the prime factorization method by using the square and square root. So same concept will apply even to find out the cube root also. If you're not awareness about the prime factorization method, just see the square and square roots topic. You'll get clear about the prime factorization method. So I'm not going to discuss much more in this. So directly I'll come to the topic. So first we need to resolve the given number into prime factors, right? For example, okay, I'll take question. Find the cube root of 9261. Next we'll see how to test the number to be perfect cube or not also. So anyway, we'll use the prime factorization method for both. Now find the cube root of 9261. So we need to take 9261 and resolve this number into prime factors. So product of prime numbers. Make the group in triplet next. Now what you can take 3 table because it's not divisible by 2 next to 3. 3 3s are 9 and 0 8s are 24. Because of 2 digits you'll get 0 here. 7s are 21. 3 table 1 so 3 0 2 is 6 and 9. Again 3 table takes 3 3 is 9 43. Now next prime number is 5. It's not divisible by 5. Next prime number is 7. So 7 49 is 343. Again 7 7 is 49. 7 1 is 7. So first step is we need to resolve the given number into prime factors. Now second step is we need to make the groups in triplets of similar factors. Okay, so after making this 9261 9261 is the product of these all prime numbers 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7 into 7. If you multiply again you'll get 9261. So we should write 3 3 as one set. Okay, resolve into prime factors, then make triplet of each number. So 3 number is 3 times and 7 is 3 times. Then cube root of 9261 is equals to 3 into 7. So one number only should take. That is 3 sevens are 21. Fine, 21 is the cube root of 9261. So this is the way we can find out using the prime factorization method. I'll give one more example for testing a number to be perfect cube or not. Now, because for example, I'm taking a number 2744. Now I need to test this number is a perfect cube or not. So can we write the cube root of this number or not? We need to test. So method is same. Just we need to resolve into prime factors and we'll get the product of prime factorization method. 2744 is divisible by 2. You can start doing prime factorization method first. That is 1372. 2 table 6 12, 1 carry 8 6. 2 table 343, right? Again like previous example now 7 49s are and 7 7s are 49, 7 1s are 7. So finally I can write 2744 into is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 and into 7 into 7 into 7. So we can write this is 2 power 3 into 7 power 3. That is 2 into 7 whole power 3. So 2 sevens are so 14 power 3. So 2744 is 14 power 3. So 14 is the cube root of 2744. So we can make by testing whether the number is perfect cube or not also. We need to use only prime factorization method. Similarly, we can say show that some number is not perfect cube. Show that some number is a perfect cube or not. So in this type of examples also we'll take similar. I'll write the question. Show that 648 is not a perfect. So we need to test, we need to show this is not a perfect cube. I'm taking question big size. So number is 648. We have to show this is not a perfect cube. So is the method is we should take a prime factorization method first. 648. We'll resolve this into factors, prime factors. That is 2 table 3, 2, 4. Again 2 table 162. 2 table 81. Now it's divisible by 3. 27s are again divisible by 3. 9s are again 3 3s are 9, and finally 3 1s are 3. So now 648. So 648 I can write product of these all numbers. So 2 into 2 into 2 is one set, into again 3 into 3 into 3, extra one more 3 is there, so this is another 3. So it's clearly 648 is not a perfect cube because some extra number, everything should be like triplet, so same number should be 3 times to say it is a perfect cube. Now 2 is 3 times, 3 is 3 times, and extra one more 3, but 3 is 4 times, so clearly it is not perfect cube. So it's not a perfect cube, we can write. Some other questions which are related to the cube root. For example, find the smallest number by which 1125 be multiplied so that the product is a perfect cube. Okay, so this is the question now. Find the smallest number by which 1125 be multiplied so that product is a perfect cube. So what number is the which need to multiply to make this a perfect cube? So take 1125 and start make resolved into prime factors. So it's divisible by 5. 1125. So it's 5 table and same time 2 table or 3 table also you can take. So it's starting with 3 table, you can take 3 because it's divisible by 3. First prime number is 3. First prime number is 2, but 2 is not divisible with this number. So next to 3. 3 5 is a 5. How much you can take? It's 1125, right? So 3 3 is a 3 3 is a 9. 2 carry 22, 7 is a 21, 5 is a 15. 3 table 125. Now 5 table 525 is 5 5 0 25 and 5 1 0. So 1125 I can write 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 5. So if you observe here, how much part is less? Now 5 into 5 into 5 is one set, but 3 into 3 into 3, so only two numbers, so we need extra one more place, should be 3 here, so additional 3 we need to multiply. So it's clearly to make it perfect cube it must be multiplied by 3. So which is the gap which is less, that one number only we need to multiply to make it a perfect cube. So we can say that number also, right? If take 1125 into 3, 5 7, so 3375, nothing but this is a perfect cube, you can test. Okay, this is the question what we need to multiply so that to perfect cube. Now some questions will ask what is the smallest number we need to divide. Okay, I'll give you one more question. So what is the number we need to divide? Find the smallest number by which, okay, question I'm taking 8788 8788 must be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube. Yeah, it's clear. So what is the smallest number by which 8788 must be divided so that the quotient should be perfect cube? This is the question. So we'll take 8788, start with the prime factorization method to resolve this number into prime factors. Take two table. I'm doing directly 4394 2119 is 97. Now this 2197 is not divisible by 3, 5, 7 and 11. Next to 13. It is divisible by only 13 table. 13 169 sir. 13 13 sir. Fine. So 8788 I can write 2 into 2 into 13 into 13 into 13. So 13 into 13 into 13 is already one set. Now this is extra, which is extra that if we divide then it become a perfect cube. So clearly to make it perfect cube it must be divided by 2 into 2, that is equals to 4. Okay, if you divide with this 4 then the remaining is a quotient is nothing but 13 into 13 into 13. No, that is obviously 2197. Fine. So this is the way we can find out what number should be multiplied or divided. Next we will see how to find out the cube root of fractions at the same time decimal numbers also. Cube root of fractions and decimals. So whenever the fractions and decimals are given, so we will see how to find out the cube root. So let me take one question. So for example, find the cube root of of, so I'm taking one fraction 6 139 by 343. So this is a mixed fraction. Now this mixed fraction you have to convert into improper fraction first, then you'll try to find out the cube root. So we need to find out the cube root of this. Now this if we convert into improper fraction, that is 343 into 6, 343 into 6, and that the product should be added with 139. Now that result is 2197, 2197 by again same 343. So we have to find out the cube root of this. So we need to find out separately for numerator and denominator a prime factorization method I'm going to apply. 2197 we need to do prime factorization method. At the same time 343 also we need to do. Fine. For 2197 is actually 13 table. So previous sum we have seen. Now 13 table if you take, it will be 169. So again 13, 13 0, 169, 13 1 0. Now this I can write 13 into 13 into 13. That is numerator place. Denominator is 347. So this is obviously 7 table, 49 0, and 7 7 0, 49, 7 1 0, 7. So that is 7 into 7 into 7. So whenever you want to cube root of this, so cube root of 13 into 13 into 13, that is 13 power 3 by 7 to the power 3. So cube root of 13 by 7 whole to the power 3. So the cube and cube root if we cancel, then that is 13 by 7. So 13 by 7 is the answer for 6139 by 343. Similarly, whenever we give decimals, this cube root of fractions and decimals also. Let me take one question for decimals. So find the cube root of find cube root of 19.683. So to find out the cube root of, this is a cube root symbol 19.683. So this is, you need to convert into fraction, decimal to fractions. We need to convert first. That is 19,683. So after point 3 digits, so it's a divisible by 1000. Now separately we need to find out the cube root. So cube root of 19,683 divided by cube root of 1000. So using prime factorization method only, if you do 19,683. So already we know cube root of 1000. Separately we should do both. 19,683, if it is divisible by 3 table onwards you can start. Otherwise I am taking directly 9 table. 729, again 9 table, 27, 9 8, 81, again 9 9. So finally I can write so instead, okay, I'll take one by using 3 table only will follow instead of confusing. 19,683. So 3 table I am taking 6,561 because 9 6 18 and 1 carry 16 and 3 5 is a 15 and carry 18, 3 1 is a 3. Again 3 table 2187. Yeah, 3 table 729. Yes, so 3 table you can continue till down 243. Again 3 tables 81, 327 and 3 9 and 3 3. So if you observe this, total 3 one set and there is one more set 3. So total 3 sets that we can write cube root of 3 power 3 into 3 power 3 into 3 power 3. By down is cube root of 1000. 1000 is 10 power 3 because 10 into 10 into 10. So cube root of 3 into 3 into 3 overall cube. So 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27 whole to the power 3 by cube root of 10 power 3. Now this cube and cube root cancel. 27 by 10. 27 by 10 is 2.7. Fine. So we can cancel cube root and cube. Cube and cube root. Sorry. Here. So 2.7 is the cube root of 19.683. So therefore cube root of 19.683 is equals to 2.7. So the method is we need to convert into fractions. Then we need to find out the cube root by using same prime factorization method. So this is a way we can do cube root of fractions as well as decimals and with the previous topics by using all this prime factorization method. So you can see this website for the additional information at the same time using for all the question banks, test papers are available free. And subscribe this channel. I hope you understood well. Thank you for watching this video.